What's up guys, my name is Arie and welcome back to another video. This one, like I said, it's gonna be like a Q&A video, but I thought I'd throw in a little bit of a vlog style action in there. So I'm just gonna kind of show you a little bit of how my days usually start with my stores, with everything I got going on, and after that I will do the Q&A. So I asked you guys to submit some questions on Instagram for me to answer for a Q&A video to celebrate my 1,000 subscribers. By the way guys, I really appreciate that, and I'm really happy that you guys are all joining me along in this journey. It's gonna be amazing. But anyways, let's get right to it. About to go downstairs and get some coffee because your day hasn't started until you got your coffee. Right now I'm gonna go to my room, probably gonna clean up a little bit and get the day started. Time to get dressed, I guess. Did I do that right? Alright guys, and this is kind of where the magic happens. This is where I usually record my videos. You guys see this chair, you guys see me in the chair, but you never really see what's behind the camera. So this is what it is. Got my laptop here, got another laptop here, got a little light rig that I still gotta get rid of because I'll probably just buy an actual light. Little mic, little good luck charm over there with a $2 bill. And one of my favorite products off AliExpress that I got once. I did try to sell these. They did not sell too well because they're a little pricey. But look at how cool these things are. Looks like there's a shuriken in there. Just a calculator here to calculate some finances. Just a little fingerboard to just mess around, I guess. Soccer ball here too, just because I do like soccer. And then I guess another thing you guys might have not known about me is that I actually love to play the guitar. Not bad. Okay, so now that I actually got those out of the way, today I'm actually gonna go skateboarding with some friends in about 2 hours. So that's gonna be super fun. I'm super excited. That's my other hobby. I love skateboarding. Skateboarding's like my favorite thing to do aside from working on my businesses and stuff, but it's just something I've been doing for a long time, and I always reference skateboarding in terms of with dropshipping because they both required an unbelievable amount of persistence, and I'm really happy that I was able to, persist through those adversities and made it to where I am right now. But anyway, so now what I'm gonna do, I typically like to start my day by looking over my emails and looking over my ads. That's like one of the most important things, even though a lot of people don't look at their ads until like late at night because, you don't need to really. You kind of just, because you need to let them run anyways. But I'm just a little paranoid sometimes about it, and I just feel like I always need to look them over. So I'm gonna look over my ads a little bit and just kind of see what's up. And they're looking good, nothing too crazy, kind of a slow day so far. Okay, so I looked over my ads, that's done. Now what I'm gonna do is go ahead and go post on my fan pages, because I do have about 5 Facebook fan pages. Now I am looking to outsource that job specifically very soon, but I just haven't yet because it really only takes me like 30 minutes to do. And I'll post on my Instagram pages. I only have about 3 Instagram pages. I'll do that and then I'll get back to you. And here's actually, so I'm actually doing that right now. I'm actually posting on my fan pages right now, but I just wanted to give you a little golden nugget about posting on your pages. So something that I love to do is actually I do it on my phone, because I have what's called the Facebook Page Manager app, and it allows you to manage all of your fan pages super easily, and you can just schedule as many posts as you want for the month, and it literally takes like 30 minutes to schedule like the whole week's worth of posts. So I love to do that, and you guys should too. I'll probably make a video about it showing it more in detail, but just for now, just know that I use the Facebook Page Manager app to post on my fan pages and manage them very efficiently. Alright, I did just finish posting on all of my fan pages and my Instagram page. It only took me about 30 minutes. It's not too bad. It is one of those things though that it is kind of busy work, so I do want to outsource it, but it's so easy to do. Like I do all of that on my phone. But besides that, guys, now what I like to do is go and actually check on my YouTube. And obviously the YouTube has been growing and it's been amazing, but I do like to keep up with the comments. I have been getting a lot of comments recently and I love it because that's exactly what I want you guys to do. You know, comment on my videos and ask me questions. I would love to answer everything. And yeah, so I'll do that right now and then I'll get to the Q&A. So I'm actually doing like a vlog-ish type video for the Q&A. So it'll be like a Q&A and a vlog and all in one. So this is a little bit of a vlogception right here. Kind of cool. Alright, so it's actually nighttime now. I honestly forgot to record kind of like I went skating and then I went and got some food and then, you know, I started just chilling a little bit, watch some videos. And usually during the middle of the days when I record videos, and after that I try to reply to some more comments, and then also I try to go out there and comment on 10 people's YouTube channels that are in my niche. So other dropshipping channels, I'll go out there and comment on those. Now I'm gonna do the Q&A that I promised I would do. I am so sorry, I know this video is kind of all over the place, but hopefully you like this format. I think it's kind of cool. I like watching how other like successful people structure their days. I think it's interesting and there's a lot to learn from that. So hopefully you're, you know, taking my routine and kind of making your own routine, because making a routine is actually one of the best ways to succeed in my opinion. If you create a routine, you're gonna be much more productive and accomplish much more. But anyways, I guess I'll start right now with the Q&A. So see, this is the post I made on Instagram and it's just a Q&A, and let me just see, we'll close this. So let's just go, we have about 27 questions, not too bad. So let's just start with the first one. How much money do you need in order to start your first e-commerce store? So in the past, I've recommended you have anywhere from 200 to 500, but honestly, I think 500 is kind of a minimum if you want to just really start testing. It's gonna be extremely tough to succeed without that much money, because testing requires a lot of money, especially when you're just starting. Like, you're gonna spend a lot of money without any return, I'm not gonna lie. So honestly, to be realistic, try to save up as much as you can, like minimum 500. That being said, I mean, if you really are eager to start, you know, you can start with less, but just don't be too stressed out about the money that you're losing, because you will lose money. It's just kind of the way it is. What plan should I get to? The $29 or the $79? Okay, and this is kind of a good question, because I like, okay, that's the garage. Because a lot of people, I mean, you can totally start with the $29 plan, but I do recommend when you start seeing some orders, switch to the $79 one. It just gives you amazing analytics and a bunch of things that you might have not thought you needed, but they're really helpful. And also lower credit card fees, so that's also amazing. When am I going to start vlogging? We need more daily vlogs. Okay, hopefully this kind of helps. I do kind of want to start vlogging a little more, and this should help, like I said. How did your parents react to all this money? They're cool with it. I mean, obviously they're really happy for me and they really want me to succeed, but they're a little bit scared for me. They just don't want me to be too much of a risk taker. They don't have the same mindset as me, so, and I don't expect them to understand, but it's okay. We don't really argue about anything. We just kind of, you know, they're happy for me, and that's all that I can ask for, really. Is there a certain type of influencer page that works best? I've noticed that pages with a specific person as an influencer charge way more than a page with generic reposts of photos in Hawaii, for example, even though they have the same amount of followers. Is this standard? Honestly, it really just depends on the influencer. That's why you gotta test as many influencers as you can, or not test, but contact as many as you can, so that you can actually get some rates that you can work with. And don't be afraid to only try story ads. I think they work. Like I said, I don't do much Instagram influencer marketing anymore, but I do want to start doing it. I kind of want to outsource it completely, so that's kind of what I'm looking into for the future, but hopefully that answers your question. What are the various testing methods after you build your store? Well, there's so many methods. I mean, I think, you know, obviously you can start with Instagram influencers, you could do Google AdWords even if you wanted to, but I mainly like to do Facebook ads nowadays, and there are a ton of different Facebook ad strategies. I don't want to outline them in this video because it's just going to take too long, but I do have a bunch of those videos in on my channel, so make sure you go check those out. When should you start to hire a VA? So you should start to hire a VA when you feel like you don't have the time to, like, you don't want to fall too behind on orders. And honestly, right now, I'm very behind on orders because my store has seen an explosive rate of success. So I am a little behind on orders, but once we get all caught up, you know, I probably will hire a couple more VAs because this is getting a little too out of hand. So just once you feel like you don't have enough time to fulfill orders, do you collaborate on all your stores or do you go solo? I do collaborate on my stores, mainly because honestly I don't think I have the time personally just to do everything on my own, and it's much more efficient to have someone else as a partner or just someone else to as an assistant even to help you out, not only for the purpose of helping you out, but also to bounce ideas off of, so that way you're not biased on every decision that you make, and that'll work very well in your favor. Can you make a video about your first successful product? I already did. How much money did you spend on advertising? Okay, that's kind of a long question. I'm sorry. I'll answer that personally. Maybe I'll make another video about it, but my first winning product was a little Stormtrooper bobblehead thing. I know it was a trademark product, but I don't care. And it was pretty nice. It was pretty cool. I made like 2,000 from it, but my ad spend was like 1,000, so I barely made any profit. Do you practice law of attraction or use any mindset methods when it comes to your stores and attaining all your goals? I do use mindset methods. Honestly, the main thing that I use to get through everything is to just think that as long as I'm doing something every day and not giving up, I'm not gonna fail. Like, think about it. If you never give up, how can you really fail? You know, like, you'll make it sometime. And obviously the biggest setback is money. So that's why I advise you to, you know, always have a backup while you're starting at least, because you don't want to have to fall back. Like, you want to have something to fall back on, because you will see a lot of failure at first and it's so tough to overcome, but once you overcome it, you're golden. Which do you think are the best niches? Honestly, one of the things that I advise people to go into, for example, is just like a hybrid store, something that's general but still somewhat niche. So the best example I can give you of that is like an outdoor store, where you sell hiking gear, you know, you sell sports gear, you sell fishing gear, just a bunch of different things, a bunch of different niches, but still within like a sort of general store. How long should you run an ad if they're not getting any ad clicks? I mean, I don't know, if you're not getting any clicks, like any link clicks at all, after like $5, I would just cut it. What is my opinion on the school system? That's a good question. Honestly, I have kind of an unpopular opinion. I'm not a huge hater on the school system. I think we're very privileged as opposed to other countries where, like, we do have some great schools. Maybe it's just the school system that I grew up in Minnesota. We have an amazing school system. Like, obviously they're not pushing you to be an entrepreneur, but just because it's not pushing you to be an entrepreneur doesn't mean that it's a bad, like, it's a bad educational system. And, you know, a bunch of people are dropping out and stuff, and that's totally cool. Like, pursue what you want. I totally agree with that, but I don't think you should take education for granted. And, you know, I'm an econ major, an economics major, so I truly understand like the power of education and research in terms of economic development and just like a more well-rounded society as a whole, honestly. So hopefully that answers your question. I don't want to get too into it because, like I said, in my opinion, could be a little unpopular, and I don't want you guys to think I'm lame or something. But it is my opinion nevertheless. Like, I'm not gonna really change that. Way to go. How do you manage ad costs and profit margins to ensure good ROI? You just have to be on top of your numbers. I mean, Facebook makes it pretty easy because it shows you how much you spent every day, you know? And then you just gotta go and calculate your product cost too. There's an app called Order Metrics that makes it very easy for you. How much money have I earned from my e-commerce stores? Both of my stores combined have already done over 100,000 in sales, which is pretty amazing. So I guess you could say I'm a 6-figure Shopify or dropshipping entrepreneur. Expose my crush. Okay, my crush is my girlfriend, and I'll link her. Here is her YouTube channel. She made a YouTube channel and she is amazing. So hopefully you check it out. Alright, and how do you scale a product? I mean, there's many ways. It does take time though. I'll make a separate video about that because I could just go about that all day long. And I will make a video about it, but essentially you just want to pretty much maintain your winning ad sets and then duplicate them, narrowing them down according to your winning metrics, such as, you know, age, country, platform, and whatnot. But anyways, guys, that wraps up the Q&A, and I know I was gonna do the Q&A for 1,000 subscribers, which was honestly like 3 days ago, and we're already at like 1,300 subs, so we're growing extremely fast, and I absolutely thank every single one of you for joining in on this journey. I hope you learned a ton from it, and I will always keep teaching you guys the most valuable stuff. I'm showing you everything that I'm doing, nothing held back, so you don't have to worry about that. I am reliable. I'm showing you my numbers every day even, so you know that you're learning from a reliable source, and that's just kind of what I really want you to understand. But thank you so much for all of the support. I honestly appreciate it, and this channel, I have huge plans for it, so stay tuned. That's pretty much all I got for today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and let me know in the comments if you like these type of videos. So that's it, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video. Peace out.